I am Chris Cassidy and this is the NuSun Network. I'm here today with Leila from Dar Global and we're going to be talking about all things branded residences. So Leila, tell me about yourself and what it is you do.
So thanks. First of all, thank you for having me here. And my name is Leila Imamovic. I'm the Senior Sales Manager in the Marbella office of Dar Global. And we are actually the developer who are providing the two most stunning, in my opinion, developments with co-branding of Lamborghini and with Missoni.
So Leila, can you tell me about the concept of branded properties and how that's actually changing the luxury real estate landscape right here in Marbella?
So actually the co-branding is a niche what we found out over the last years, which is getting more and more important in the high luxury end sector. Marbella has changed a lot the last years, and of course we see that the high-end properties are just getting higher and higher. But the co-branding for us is a concept which basically gets more and more popular all over the world. Is like you have to imagine, nowadays we live in a society which gets more public. We have influencers, we have Instagram, we have all these big channels, Facebook, whatever, and even LinkedIn, where people are exposing their new properties or their lifestyle. And actually the co-branding is something what people like to show. And this is basically the future of the high luxury end, and as well in terms of investment, because the high luxury and co-branding product is basically a very, very important investment and is a very important return of investment in the future.
So the Lamborghini project, this is something, being a guy, right, I love cars. So I'm really interested in the Lamborghini project, and so are my audience. Can you tell us about this and why it's generating such a big buzz about Marbella?
I mean, first of all, the correct name to say it's Tierra Viva, designed, inspired by Automobili Lamborghini. It's a very important little detail which needs to be as well mentioned. Let's say it in this way. When you speak about this kind of houses, you have to understand that those houses which are unique here in Europe, it's 53 villas which are going to be in a 24 hours gated community, in a very exclusive gated community. Which you need to understand of the co-branding is the DNA of the property, because it's not just placing a name on a development. It's very important as well, the features inside the houses, the characteristic, the basically little details which make the property inspired by Lamborghini. So whether it's a furniture or it's a details like the kitchen or maybe even the little finishings, this is basically what makes it to a house of Lamborghini.
So you're actually trying to use the characteristics of the car and formulate that into the properties?
Yes, as we said, it's inspiration. So it's inspiration with Lamborghini, and we see basically a lot of connection with this.
And what sort of amenities are you getting at this development? What would people expect to have?
So everyone is going to have, of course, his private house with all his amenities. We are going to have a multi-purposes room, a home cinema, sauna, hammam. Basically, you will have like your own entertainment in your own property.
Wow. And is there any specific views you've got? Nice views? Or?
Of course, the panoramic views, which we are going to offer from the houses on, and as well the 24-hour secured gated community, which is very important to be mentioned, because this is one of the main topics here as well.
I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah, you should. We're looking forward to it as well, yes.
So you've got a couple of branded developments in Marbella that are coming. So what is the target market for those? I think you mentioned Lamborghini and you mentioned Missoni. Can you tell us a bit more about that, please?
First of all, the target marketing, of course, it's for the people who want to buy or purchase a property here in Marbella. And as we could see the last years, a lot of new developments came up. But this co-branding with Automobili Lamborghini and as well Missoni and with Marbella, which is in Finca Cortesin. And it's very important that you understand you have clients who just like to live with the families there, and they want to have a property which is related to an important name in order to have the exclusivity. And as well, we have the investors, because they know exactly that this, for them, the ROI is very important in the future, because when you are basically investing in a property which has a co-branding, it's definitely a good return of investment, because in the end, I heard this nice expression is we are selling real estate. So actually, I think it's a very important sentence to be said. And targeting everyone who loves these brands and who loves this whole development, I think can be a buyer of these properties.
Perfect. And I think the locations that you've got both developments in are perfect, really. They're fantastic locations, brilliant views, and close to a lot of amenities. So
Yes.
I find they're brilliant plots, especially in this location.
When we talk about Marbella by Missoni, inspired by Missoni, it's very important to understand that each apartment is having unobstructed views. It's just crazy. Each apartment is having views to the sea, to Gibraltar, to Finca Cortesino, even to the side of Marbella. And as well the construction. I mean, you have a lot of light coming in. So it's basically a property which you can enjoy from every corner there. Even being in the pool, you will have the unobstructed views. The same with Tierra Viva. Tierra Viva is going to have this 53 exclusive properties which are unique. And I would love to repeat again in the same sentence that it's the only project Lamborghini is going to provide with us together here in Europe. So you can imagine that this development is highly exclusive.
So for investors who are looking to purchase one of the branded properties, what sort of return on investments would you expect to see in these?
It's only 53 villas what we are selling, and the demand of course increases with the sale of each property, and the prices increase automatically as well. Already with the properties we sell, the prices increase because we get a higher demand. During the construction time as well, the prices increase. And having said that, once everything is built, it will be even more. And we can't tell you how much we expect of the increasement, but it's definitely more than 40% in the end, because again, I'm coming back to having a limited edition within Europe. I can assure you that people are going to queue for this kind of properties. It's like, for me, I always like to compare it with a nice limited edition concept of watches, for example. You know, once you have it, once you want it, once you got it, and the price increases when you resell it.
Yeah, it's a really good point, because you are the only one in Europe.
Correct.
So there's not going to be expanding. You can get other developments, but you're never going to quite get the one that's inspired by Lamborghini. That's a one-off, and there's only over 50 that are always going to only be there. So I can completely understand that.
Correct, that's right.
Brilliant. So how important is the location for branded residences, especially Marbella and the surrounding areas of the Costa del Sol?
I would say definitely the location is important, but as we are talking about Marbella, Benavis, Casares, the Costa del Sol, I think any location is here in anyone's interest, and having a property here, it's already a big advantage. So having the trust as well, working with brands like Automobile Lamborghini and Missoni, believe me, these brands are making as well the location. And I think it's very important that the buyer who likes or loves Automobile Lamborghini or Missoni is going to buy or end up with us buying, because in the end, it's the quality we are providing in this case as well, and still the proximity to all the places he wants to reach or to have the amenities close by. So for me, it's a whole package in the end. It has to tick all the boxes for someone. It can't be only one thing or the other thing. It has to be all together. But definitely, again, coming back to the co-branding, it's a big advantage when buying a property here on the Costa del Sol.
So we've spoke about Missoni, we've spoke about the Terra Viva Lamborghini project. Is there any other future co-branding projects that are coming up that you can let us know about?
Definitely. I mean, when you look to the history of our company, our mother company, Dar Al Arkan, which is based in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, and our subsidiary Dar Global, which is mainly, of course, in Dubai, shows as well the presence that we are worldwide. We have different offices. We are in Riyadh, we are in Qatar, we are in Jeddah, we are as well in London, having an office there, Knightsbridge. So I think it's very important that you understand our philosophy, that we're expanding. And we have great brands like the Da Vinci Towers, for example, and with Pagani, which is in Dubai. Then we have as well Elisab in Qatar. We have another project in in Dubai with Missoni, called Urban by Missoni. And the W residences is very important as part of the hotel chain, but we're having the residences which have been sold out. So you can imagine the big brands we are working within already, and you can imagine as well the future what brings to us.
Well, I'm really excited. I can't wait to find out more. So Leila, if anyone wants to understand the availability and the pricing of these developments and maybe understand a bit more about the location, how should they do it? How should they do this? Who should they speak to?
I would say definitely with you. I mean, again, I want to thank you for having this opportunity to be with you here. And it's for me a pleasure to sit down with you, especially because we have a good cooperation with each other. And you know, we are working together close, and anything you need, feel free to contact me for your client, and I'm here.
Thank you. So everyone that's listening to this, then they can come to me.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Leila. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
You.
All right.